Facts tell, but stories sell. So if you want people to remember what you say, connect emotionally, and take action, you need to master storytelling. And in this video, I'll share the secrets top leaders use to craft stories that inspire and influence. Let's start with this. Why do stories matter in leadership? The simple answer is that stories connect us. Neuroscience reveals that when we hear a story, our brains sync up with the storyteller's emotions and ideas. This is called neural coupling. Neural coupling activates mirror neurons, which allows us to empathize and feel what others feel. It's why we can watch a movie and feel as though we were in the character's shoes. So you see, storytelling is so much more than a communication tool. It's emotional glue. While data appeals to logic, stories appeal to the heart, and the heart drives action. Vanessa Van Edwards explains that storytelling activates the brain's reward centers, releasing dopamine, which enhances focus and retention. And this is why we feel excited, inspired, or moved to tears when we hear a compelling story. So leaders who master storytelling create deeper emotional bonds with their teams and audiences. Every impactful story has a clear structure: a hero, the challenge, the resolution, and the takeaway. So let's break that down step by step. The hero. This could be you, your team, or even your organization. But here's the key. The hero should be relatable. A relatable hero helps the audience see themselves in the story. The challenge. Every story needs tension. What obstacle did the hero face? Challenges create emotional investment because they mirror the struggles that we all face. The resolution. This is the turning point where things improve. What action was taken to overcome the challenge? This inspires hope and motivates action. The takeaway. End with a lesson or insight that ties the story back to your audience. For example, here's what we learned that can help you too. A takeaway makes the story actionable and memorable. So let's talk about an example. Imagine a leader telling a story about launching a new initiative. The team struggled with setbacks, tight deadlines, resource shortages, and conflicting priorities. Through collaboration and resilience, they succeeded. The takeaway? A shared sense of accomplishment and a reminder that perseverance and teamwork can overcome the toughest challenges. Let's talk about influence for a moment. Vanessa Van Edwards teaches that stories help us build trust and emotional connection. So here's how you can craft stories to maximize their impact. Be vulnerable. Share moments of struggle and failure. Vulnerability makes you relatable and trustworthy. For example, instead of only sharing your successes, talk about the mistakes you made and the lessons you learned. Use vivid details. Instead of saying, "We face challenges," paint the picture. For example, the deadline was 24 hours away and we still didn't have a solution. The entire team stayed late, fueled by coffee and determination. Engage the senses. Include sights, sounds, and feelings. This makes your story more immersive and memorable. So for example, the room buzzed with energy as everyone brainstormed ideas, markers squeaking on whiteboards, and aroma of pizza filling the air. A well-told story doesn't just inform, it transforms. It makes people feel, and feelings lead to action. Think of Simon Sinek's Start With Why. His stories ignite a sense of purpose and inspire action. Similarly, Sheryl Sandberg's use of personal anecdotes in her talks creates deep connections with her audience. So how can you use storytelling in your leadership? Here are 3 scenarios where storytelling can make a significant impact on your team. Motivating your team. Share a story about overcoming a tough challenge to inspire resilience. For example, you can recount a time when your team faced a major setback but rallied together to achieve success. Persuading stakeholders. Use a success story to illustrate the potential impact of your idea or project. For example, tell a story about a previous initiative that led to measurable results, highlighting the team's efforts and the outcomes achieved. Coaching and mentoring. Share your own experiences to guide others. For example, when I faced this situation, here's what worked for me. See, this approach not only teaches, but it also fosters trust and openness. Stories make abstract ideas tangible and relatable. They shift your audience from "why should I care?" to "I want to be part of this." By weaving your message into your narrative, you make it stick. To master storytelling, practice is key. So start small. Share a short story in your next meeting and observe how your audience reacts and refine your approach from there. Use the Leadership Communication Toolkit's storytelling worksheet to structure your ideas and ensure they resonate. Remember, leadership isn't just about leading, it's about connecting. And nothing connects like a well-told story. When you communicate through stories, you inspire trust, foster collaboration, and ignite action. To help you craft impactful stories, download the Leadership Communication Toolkit. It includes a storytelling worksheet, and it has prompts and examples designed to guide you step by step. So click the link below to access your free resource. And don't forget to subscribe for more leadership insights. Next up, we'll dive into building executive presence. I'll see you there.